Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today on GVTV, how to stay cool in this heat.
Plus, information about all the clubs you can join. All that and more on GVTV.
Good morning, I'm Alexandria Golda.
And I'm Naya Yule, and today is Friday, August 27th.
Hot, that's what it is outside, and it's supposed to get even hotter. The National Weather Service has issued an extensive heat warning for our area. It starts at 10 a.m. on Saturday and expires on Sunday at 8 p.m. So, this weekend, it's going to be hot enough that the Weather Service says to be careful. They say to drink plenty of fluids, stay in air-conditioned rooms, stay out of the sun, and check on your relatives and neighbors. And, as always the case, even without a heat warning, make sure the children and pets are not left in unattended vehicles.
Food is a necessity when it comes to school. That's why we have lunch. Starting September 1st, the a la carte menu begins. Students have the option to purchase both breakfast and lunch items such as cheeseburgers. Parents can put money on students' accounts at myschoolbucks.com. Let's make this go viral. Here are your counselors.
The counselors are always available for you. If you need to make an appointment to see your counselor, use the QR codes that are posted all over campus. Attention seniors, counselors will be visiting your English and government classes next week for credit checks. Freshmen, sophomore, and juniors will be visited in September.
The University of the Pacific will be having a college visit on September 1st at 1 p.m. in the library. To sign up, head to the library.
It's time to show off those pearly white teeth and get your picture taken. Dorian Studios will be on campus September 2nd and 3rd. 9th graders, you'll get your pic taken during freshman studies. 10th graders in world history, juniors in U.S. history. Picture retakes for all grades is on October 15th.
In club news, Varsity Quiz is holding its first meeting Monday, August 30th at 2:20 p.m. in room 809. Information about how to take part in Varsity Quiz will be discussed during the meeting.
Key Club is an organization that utilizes community service as a way to give back. They meet every Monday at 2:20 p.m. in room 200. For any questions, please see Mrs. Santee in room 311 or Mr. Smish in 312.
Black Student Union is a safe place for students of all kinds to speak about societal issues. If this sounds like something you're interested in, you should join. They meet every Thursday at 2:20 in room 812. If you have any questions, contact the BSU Instagram account at GVHS_BSU_.
In sports news, boys basketball is holding an informational meeting on Wednesday, September 1st at 2:30 in room 200.
To purchase home game tickets for both football and volleyball, go to spicky.events/Green Valley. You must pre-purchase tickets and make an account. No backpacks are allowed at games, and you must bring your OGVHS ID or have your Infinite Campus ready.
Speaking of football, our Green Valley Gators are playing against Chaparral High School at 7 p.m. tonight. Don't miss out on the game, and let's get them Gators.
Before we go this morning, CCSD has implemented a COVID care hotline for parents and guardians to report any COVID issues regarding their child. Instead of directly telling the school about those issues, parents need to call the COVID Central hotline at 702-799-4322. Well, Gators, that's all the news we have for you today. I'm Naya Yule.
And I'm Alexandria Golda. Stay tuned for the principal's address next. Thank you for tuning in, and from all of us at GVTV News to you, have a great weekend.
Good morning, Gators. This is our last message on the topic of building rapport. Today's message has 3 tips that, combined with the other strategies we've talked about this week, should help you build stronger relationships with people you've just recently met. The first tip is to remember people's names. Have you ever heard someone say, "I remember faces, but I'm just not good with names"? Many people think that remembering names is some kind of innate or hereditary talent that you either have or don't. But that's not the case. And remembering someone's name after you meet them lets them know that you think they're important. And there are many strategies to help you do this. And I'm not going to go into all of them here. But one of the easiest is just to repeat the person's name when they're introduced to you. Look them in the eye and say their name again in your head a couple of times as you're shaking their hand or making conversation. The more times you can say their name either to yourself or repeat it during the conversation, the more likely you are to remember it. Next tip. Find some common ground with this new person. This is where the asking questions part of yesterday's tip comes in. By asking the person about themselves, you can find out if you like the same things like running, painting, singing, whatever the activity is. Once you find that shared interest, the conversation will flow much more easily, and you can share your expertise with one another and develop a bond that way. And the last tip, reserve judgment. Good rapport comes from a feeling of trust developing. People are more likely to open up to you, share their interests, thoughts, and feelings with you if they feel like they are not going to be judged negatively for doing so. That's not to say there won't be a place for critiquing someone else's ideas or actions down the road. After all, you just met this person. But reserving judgment for later allows you to really get to know the person, their viewpoints, their past, and many other facets of their personality that all factor into building a relationship. So there you have it. A week's worth of strategies that you can use to help yourself both personally and professionally for years to come. I hope you find them to be of some benefit to you. Thanks for watching today. I hope you have a great Friday, an amazing weekend, and remember, you got this. Buenos días, Gators. Este es nuestro último mensaje sobre el tema de la construcción de relaciones. El mensaje de hoy tiene 3 consejos que, combinados con las otras estrategias de las que hemos hablado esta semana, deberían ayudarte a construir relaciones más fuertes con las personas que acabas de conocer. El primer consejo es recordar los nombres de las personas. ¿Has oído alguna vez a alguien decir, recuerdo las caras, pero no soy bueno con los nombres? Mucha gente cree que recordar nombres es una especie de talento innato o hereditario que se tiene o no se tiene, pero no es así. Recordar el nombre de una persona después de conocerla le hace saber que la consideras importante. Hay muchas estrategias que te ayudan a conseguirlo y no voy a entrar en todas ellas, pero una de las más fáciles es repetir el nombre de la persona cuando te la presentan. Mírala a los ojos y repite su nombre en tu cabeza un par de veces mientras de la mano o entablas conversación. Cuantas más veces puedas decir su nombre, ya sea para ti mismo o repitiéndolo durante la conversación, más probable será que lo recuerdes. Siguiente consejo. Encuentra algún punto en común con esta nueva persona. Aquí es donde entra en juego la parte de preguntas del consejo de ayer. Preguntando a la persona sobre sí misma puedes averiguar si os gustan las mismas cosas como correr, pintar, cantar, sea cual sea la actividad. Una vez que encuentras ese interés compartido, La conversación fluiría mucho más fácilmente y podrías compartir vuestra experiencia con el otro y desarrollar así un vínculo. Y el último consejo, no juzgues. Una buena relación se basa en el desarrollo de un sentimiento de confianza. Es más probable que la gente se abra a ti y comparte sus intereses, pensamientos y sentimientos contigo si siente que no va a ser juzgada negativamente por hacerlo. Eso no quiere decir que no haya lugar para criticar las ideas o acciones de otra persona en el futuro. Después de todo, acabas de conocerla. Pero reservar el juicio para más adelante te permite conocer realmente a la persona, sus puntos de vista, su pasado y muchas otras facetas de su personalidad que son un factor para construir una relación. Así que ahí lo tienes. Una semana de estrategias que puedes utilizar para ayudarte personal y profesionalmente en los próximos años. Espero que te resulten útiles. Gracias por vernos hoy. Espero que tengas un buen viernes y un buen fin de semana. Y recuerda, tú tienes esto.